Good morning, everyone, or whatever time of day you're at. It's pretty early for me. I wanted back in July to do a 6-month apartment update, but then everything with Montana happened, so I didn't do that. So we're doing a 7-month apartment update, except basically nothing's changed since the 6-month mark because I have been sad. Thank you so much. I said this in the last video as well, but just in case, thank you so much if you left words of condolences on that video 2 videos ago now. It meant anyways. My name's Laura. I'm 32 now and I moved to Toronto in January from a small town in Northern Ontario, and I live in a 1-bedroom and my monthly rent is $1,900 a month, including utilities, and not internet, but heat, electric, etc. And this is, I'll tag in my empty apartment tour and also my apartment hunting video if you're curious. But when I was looking, my rent cap was $2,000. I had never paid, don't yell at me, I had never paid over $1,000 a month for rent. So $2,000 was like a huge leap for me. But apartment updates. This is my entryway. There is a video on that. I'll link it as well. I haven't done very much here yet. Really cleaned it. And hang on, let me pick you up. I have my mirror, which I got at the Aberfoyle Antique Market in like 2019. I'm a big keep what you have, use it until you either hate it or and then find a new home for it, or it breaks basically. And then I don't have any hooks or anything up yet, which hasn't been that big of a deal because it's been summer. However, I think I'm gonna have to address that come autumn. I do have a pretty decent coat closet. However, a lot of it gets taken up by my air conditioner. I can't believe it's not even the end of August yet and I've already been able to put my air conditioner away. Although I do love how much space it's freed up in the rest of the apartment. And then I just have, you know, light bulbs and drink dispenser and stuff up there. And then this is the Ikea Hemnes shoe cabinet, except I put my own knobs on it, and I got these at the Tin Barn, I think it's called, in Almont, Ontario. So everything in here except for the rug basically is the same as it was when I moved in, because I had all of this stuff already. Then through here, I got these hung, and this is the first time I've had the Montreal one up. Sorry if that was shaky, my arm is shaking. But I've had these prints since like maybe I think I started getting them in 2018, except for Mexico City. They're all places I've been. I bought that one in advance of a trip I had booked to Mexico City for April 2020. So I think we can all guess why that didn't happen, but I'm glad I've got these up and there's room. I would like to get in Ottawa and either a Quebec City or a Winnipeg. I'm leaning towards Winnipeg because I already have Montreal. But I would like to expand into Canadian places and get to Mexico City. Then, this is my favorite part, I think. We have my bookcases. They're a little messy right now because I still have my birthday cards up, but I have started to like reorganize a little bit to give some space for Montana and just like not have as many like shoes and accessories on it and have more of that stuff in my closet, which is my preference. These are the Billy bookcase from Ikea, 2 wide ones, 1 narrow one. The one downfall with them is if you do 12 by 12 scrapbooks, they're not deep enough for 12 by 12 scrapbooks, so I haven't quite figured out that yet. And then this is my dining table. I still have a folding chair at it. My parents are literally coming tonight and they're bringing the chairs that I bought last time I was home. So I'll insert a little clip with the new chairs, but I just got these placemats because I was feeling weird about putting plates and stuff directly on the wood. These are from V to V. On Dundas West. This is a drop leaf table that I got at an antique store in my neighborhood that I haven't disclosed on the internet. So that will be a, if I ever move. The TV came with the apartment. I don't love it. I don't know what model it is, but I wouldn't recommend it. It always disconnects itself from the internet, and then it's a whole rigmarole to reconnect it. But here I have this dresser. I got it off Facebook Marketplace when I was up north and refinished it myself, and I have still yet to find drawer pulls that I like for it. I did that in summer 2021. So yeah. And then on top of it, I just have one of my scrapbooks open. This is actually one that my granny did for me when I turned 18 on this like marble book holder thing from Anthropology. My coffee table, one of the things I really like about it is it provides extra seating because it looks like just a table, but then the seats are tucked nicely in underneath it. It is from, it's on Queen West. I got it in 2020 when I was living in Oakville. And the Apartment Life, I think it's called. I'll put it in here if I'm correct or not. And then my couch, which I am in love with, is the Laney couch from Structube. And I needle pointed that pillow. And then we have my gallery wall. Sorry, I'm trying not to get too much out my window. My gallery wall there, which has been collected over close to a decade probably at this point. And yeah. A lot of the pictures I took, some of the things are gifts from friends. Some are pictures that my photographer friends took. The lamp behind, the standing lamp, is a HomeSense find. These 3 art pieces are some of my favorite art that I own, and I got them at the Giant's Causeway in Ireland while visiting my grandparents once, and got them framed at Michael's. I love how we did the lady was really helpful. The blue and the green, love it. Excuse the gift station. I have finally finished some friends' presents and my mom's birthday present quite late. This is a Facebook Marketplace find as well here this year. I got it in February, I think. I love the marble top. When it's not completely taken over by presents, I slide the tray over and can use it as extra counter space because I don't have a ton of that in my kitchen. And I needle pointed the little bar cart there. The tray I got at a Christmas craft fair in Sioux Lookout, just randomly. The candlesticks are from the Pale Blue Dot in Hamilton. The little Wedgwood pitcher thing was a gift from my mom. And then the egg cup thing is a find this year as well at a thrift store in Armchair, Ontario. I'm obsessed with it. And I got the tennis rackets on the wall from the biggest antique market in Canada. I think maybe just Ontario, which is in Waterdown, Ontario. It's very scary from the outside if you go. I'll link its location, but it does look terrifying from the outside. And then nothing much has changed in my kitchen. So it's basically just the same as it's always been. I would love to paint in here, do something not a flat because it's not very durable. Over here we have my desk area. We still at my job get to work from home 2 days a week. However, that's changing, so I won't be working from home at all anymore come January, I think. So we'll see if I keep this big desk. I've had this since 2016. So like this has been through grad school, applying to vet school, everything. Yeah, I just don't know if I need it anymore. It is really nice for crafting, though I will say having so much surface area. One of the things I love about my couch, because the back isn't like concealed, it's kind of in the middle of my apartment. I love that the back's not just plain, like it has detail on it. So I'd love that it like isn't just like a plain fabric wall in the middle of my apartment. But this desk is from Ikea. I don't know where anything, I mean, my degrees are from Guelph. And then this chair I got for free from the vet clinic that I worked at because we had an extra chair and I asked if I could have it. Over here I have this, like, I literally found this on the street outside my apartment, like the weekend I moved in and I had no storage. I would like to get rid of this. My parents are bringing down my little table that I used to keep my printer on, and I normally like stick that under my desk a little bit, so that'll kind of free up this space. I do need to figure out like workout storage stuff, and then I'll need to find a new home for my plant. I've never kept a plant alive this long. It was literally like this tall when I got it. I'm so impressed with myself, and I love the little sheep planter that I found at HomeSense in the winter, and I'm just so impressed with myself. Repotting it, like, it kind of got stunted like here with one little shoot, and when I repotted it, it has exploded. I am so proud of myself. I'm not going to go into too much detail about my bathroom because there are 2 whole videos about this bathroom, but this is my tiny bathroom. I repainted it. It's the only room I've repainted so far. I would love to repaint everything, but I'm really pleased with how it has turned out, how it's worn. There are a couple spots I need to wash or touch up, but overall I'm really proud of myself. And then this is the same rug as out there. They came in a set, and that is everything that has happened in the past 7 months in this apartment. I really, really, really like living here. I hope my contract gets extended at work and that I don't have to move because I really, really, really like where I live. As much as like this past month has been like devastating, I am so much happier here. So, and I hope that comes through. But yeah, that's the apartment tour, the apartment update. For things I still want to do, I want a living room rug. Oh, I didn't take you to the bedroom. Not much has changed there. So like I said, not a lot has changed in here. I just have my summer quilt on the bed instead of my duvet cover. I got this dresser off Facebook Marketplace in 2020. I don't know if you can see the mirror or not, but I'll get a shot of it. The mirror I bought from like an Instagram vintage reseller back when that was a big thing. And then I just got, last weekend? 2 weekends ago, I went up to Jackson Point to the Fisher Design Company home shop. There's not much in Jackson Point worth going to unless you have a cottage up there, but it's such like, if my aesthetic was in a single shop, my taste, my design style was in a single shop, it would be the Fisher Design Company home shop. So I got a little cabinet as a nightstand for over there. Still haven't quite figured out how I'm going to use all the storage space in it because it's quite tall. I might get like a little shelf or something in it. But I'm loving being able to have a second lamp up over there. My TV that I had before I moved in here is in the box. I'm thinking I've never had a bedroom TV. They weren't allowed. So I'm thinking I'm going to mount it and have a bedroom TV. But, life is happening while this video is being filmed. I would love to figure something out that doesn't involve this being out here for laundry because A, it's ugly. It's very practical for me because I have to go around the back outside to do my laundry. However, it's ugly, and I had it out yesterday to clean back there, and it looks so big in here without it. So that's actually the apartment tour. Where I interrupted myself, I think I was talking about what I'd like to do. I want to repaint, which I think I said already, and then I think I'm gonna repaint the main apartment the same color as the bathroom, just not in a semi-gloss, because like semi-gloss is like really only for bathrooms. and not a flat, because the apartment's currently painted in a flat, and I don't understand why landlords go for flat, because of course there's marks on the walls. If you use a flat paint, it's so easily dinged. Even just like brushing up against it, you leave a dirty little trail. And like it's just, the paint's just not well done, and there were a lot of marks already when I moved in. So yeah, I really want a living room rug and I want a bedroom rug, but I'm not in any rush for those. Also, rugs are shockingly expensive, and as much as I had a lot of stuff, I have bought a fair amount of stuff for the apartment. So I'm going to kind of go into like a little bit of a spending freeze on the apartment, I think. I also like really need some fall clothes this year, so I think I'm gonna have to, especially with going back to the office full time, I think I'm gonna have to adjust my priorities a little bit there. And yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, I want a little table for the far side of the sofa, just to be able to like easily put a cup of coffee down or something. And that's about it. And if you would like to see the continued evolution of the apartment, feel free to please like this video, give us a subscribe. I post a lot of, getting to know the city, and monthly resets are my personal favorite video. But yeah, it's mostly just like, it's pretty chill over here in my opinion. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.